All right, folks, we're back. We're getting into the very last group match of the day. One final best of 3 to wrap up the Corsair Cup Season 6 Group B. MaNa versus Blind, the rematch. So again, if you missed the first series today, you missed like a 45-minute long game.
Yeah.
That led into two shorter follow-ups.
Yeah. One game was 45 minutes, the other one was 10. Both, I think, look convincing for MaNa, but in different ways. So I'm going to give hits to him once again, because the group curse hasn't really been strong this last year.
Okay, I'm gonna offer some sweet boss loot here on your behalf too. Naked picture. No, I mean, sorry. Whoever's if in this best of 3, VMR can be slain, Zombie Grub and I will both give you a version of a picture request that we will draw for you. It's not going to be good, but it'll be personalized per your request.
And mine will be like a scribble, because it'll be like 6 in the morning.
Well, all right, it's the finals of the group. One of these two will go on to fight against Snoot. It's a tough opponent to be looking forward to for the semifinals. But that won't be playing today. They'll be playing probably a week or two from now. We just have to finalize the dates and make sure it works for all the players. In the meantime, though, top left, we've got the blue Protoss, Liquid MaNa.
In the bottom right is the red Zerg. It is blood.
Okay, so quick reminder. We'll just get this out of the way. If I haven't said it enough times already, this is sponsored by Combination Corsair and Twitch. If you want to buy any of the Corsair gear, loot, equipment, parts for your computer, click on the links down below the stream, or it'll help us out a ton. Further by the fact that this is powered up by Twitch. This is only a $400 tournament every month. If it weren't for the extra 300 Twitch puts in there, powering it up, making it a really awesome series of events to have. So, if you guys don't know as well, whether you want a real sub, false sub, don't false sub. I don't know how you would do that. But whether you want a real sub or prime sub is what I was going for. Either way, it helps us out a ton. It appeases the sponsors. And now you get a lot of really good loot for Twitch Prime. This month, they're giving away like 5 loot crates for Overwatch, one of which has a guaranteed legendary inside of it. So, I know a lot of people don't know this because it's still fairly new, but 200 plus countries now have access to Twitch Prime. I think before it was like less than 20 or something. So, make sure if you're using Amazon Prime, you've got Twitch Prime. Connect them on the website, twitchprime.com, and consider hitting us up with that sub. It's a free sub every month, guys.
It's Neato Burrito. I wanted to use my Twitch Prime loot to get Banner Saga 2, and I did. And then I swapped my computers and I lost it.
Oh no!
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done.
Well, luckily there's like a Steam summer sale going on, so get it for like 10 cents later.
I should probably look. You're right. It wasn't on the front page or anywhere because I already dug deep into Steam sales. I bought Shadows of Mordor, and I don't even like.
I really want to play that game. That looked like a really cool game.
It was $3, man. Like, I can't help myself.
Okay then. At least you know where your issues lay. This has been okay for MaNa. The aggression not super thick, but 2 adepts leading into 4. This suddenly starts snowballing into possible danger territory. Thick with 2 C's, because that's the adepts for you. This lady's got childbearing hips.
Did you see Trump's photo on Reddit?
The tennis one?
Oh yeah, thick.
Yeah, baby. Those are the thighs of a man who wants to screw the healthcare of the government. Something like that.
Whitey tighties, say manly man to me.
Oh yeah, the fact that you could see through his shorts too. I forgot about that. I just vaguely remembered the image, but you've added more detail.
I just thought like one of the top comments is literally thick. Anyways, a lot of links were made here. They're, I think, ideally looking for the adepts to get us around on them while they're in the middle of nowhere, but what they find is a wall instead, and when they come back, they're going to find a couple more adepts than they were wanting to.
Oh, he's going to look for this. This is so good. Shutting down the gateway is a pretty big deal. He can't do this, though, with the SimCity MaNa has set up here. He's hiding behind the mineral lines. His pylon is safe. There's a probe here if he needs to put down another one. Blythe's building a lot of drones behind this, which worries me. Oh, but
He's
this...
got an Overlord drop. Yeah, this is going to catch MaNa really off guard.
Oh, gosh. And if it comes down to like an actual trade, I actually favor the Lings.
Oh, so many Lings.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh.
Probes are pulled.
Oh.
You know, if he gets on that pylon and shuts down Resonating Glaives, that would be huge.
You already did a list of the map too. I think he pulled off. MaNa's going to desperately try and send his Adepts forward and have to go all the way around.
Or just
this is
leave
a sick
them.
Tactic. This is a game-winning tactic right here.
Okay, so the Adepts do start moving out a little bit late. These Lings are just a little bit too much, though. And you're right, like, this is a game-winning tactic. MaNa's not dead yet, but he's got no defense. It's just the probes. Some of the Adepts managed to make it back, but the attack's delayed by that wall that you pointed out earlier, so Bly's got plenty of time to get those roaches out to defend on his side of the field.
Dang.
I mean,
it is not game quite yet. But,
well, I mean, MaNa's got a decent worker count still, but so much of it isn't mining. So much of it wasn't mining for so long, too. Look at that big, steep dive on the income graph.
Yeah. But MaNa still has the Adepts alive, which is why I was like, well, maybe, you know, it really could even out here. But, of course, Bly puts a lot of money into Lings and Roaches. So he'll clean this up and then counter.
GG.
Yeah, and MaNa's not going to try GG.
You know, when you win 3 games in a row, it's called a hat trick. But when you win 1 game in a row, it's called a mat-trick. 64-64. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
I'm saying you can only win one thing, then. You take that?
Well, I didn't say he's only going to win 1 thing, but when you've won 1 thing... Like, you can have a hat trick and then win, like, score a 4th goal.
What is a hat trick?
It's 3 goals in a row.
What?
3 nets? It's hockey. I don't know the terminology that well.
No way it's hockey. Hold on here.
A hat trick occurs in association... Okay, football when a single player scores 3 goals. Not necessarily consecutively in a single game. But you'll note in this image, there's hockey players.
Hockey. I know. It's okay, like, you got me there. The only reason I figured it wasn't hockey was because I figured...
Wait, is this something where, like, football is soccer, but soccer is hockey?
I don't think it's that deep. But I figured it out because all I know hat trick has ever been said is by that chick in League of Legends, and she's kind of British, right? So I was like, it's got to be like a British thing. And British don't play hockey. They play football.
I don't know sports, but I've grown up around hockey my whole life. Oh, shit. Do you want some lemons? It's Cave Johnson. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
I don't get it.
Do you ever play Portal?
No.
Wait, for real? Are you trolling me right now?
No, I have it, but I've never played it.
That's a game you should play because the story, if nothing else, is so great. It's got like a little bit of mystery. It's got some good humor. The puzzle solving's a lot of fun. Fuck, dude, I would love to do co-op, like Portal 2 co-op with you.
We'll get around to it.
Yo, Twitch chat, how many people would totally watch Zombie Girl play Portal? This is like this. I know this Stanley Parable is a game that's like, okay, you didn't like it, but it was an acquired taste for some. Portal's just universally a great game. There's nobody... I've not met a single person who's played Portal and said, you know what? It wasn't the game for me.
So what you're saying is... I could be special.
You are special, Zombie Grub. By the way, 47 is tail whips to lower Riamar's defense and health. 1,000 bits. We could do this, fam. That's true. Riamar's got less than 1,500 health. Less than $15 is what it would cost to kill him and get an amazing picture done by myself and Zombie Grove. That being said, we are in game number 2. It's the finals of the group. He's down a game and on his last life. In the bottom right, we got Team Liquid's MaNa.
In the top left, as the blue Zerg, it is Bly.
I didn't even think about this when we were making our predictions earlier. Bly's going to win this, like 100%, without a doubt. You know why?
Why?
It's a European tournament. We can't have a playoffs with less than 75% of it being Zerg.
Oh.
But you know what?
Oh.
I make these jokes. But that's a forge. That's a later forge too, but it's a forge nonetheless.
Wow. Wow. Okay, well that's always fun to see. So you can actually build a zealot and even try and help. Yeah, exactly. You can send across the map and try and help this. Oh, this might be... This is going to be interesting. That's what it is. Don't see this enough to know exactly how it's going to work out.
The drones, I wonder if this will beta cancel. Or if MaNa's just like, nah, bro, I'm committed. Like, I don't give a freaking gosh darn.
Yeah.
I don't give a heck. I don't give one single heck that you cancel that hatchery.
I give 3 hecks in a row. It's a hat trick.
It's a heck trick.
Thank you to Bradford Oddfellow. On the pre-sub.
So of course there are going to be more cannons coming down. This the Zealot on one of these hatcheries would be really good, but he is sending this to this base to check for the expansion. He knows about the gold. Bly doesn't actually take this one yet. Cannons are going to be a bit much. The nice thing is, unlike Days of Past, where you got cannoned in and you were kind of screwed unless you built a lot of roaches and a lot of lings, you can actually Ravager them down with Curse of Bile. So Bly, going for the Roach Warden is great for a lot of reasons. If he wants to commit to this very little, I think a small amount of roaches and thus Ravagers will get the job done. But if he realizes that this is a lot from MaNa, he might need to counter and then like make a lot more.
Tough decisions. You're absolutely right. There are multiple choices against cannon rushes now. Not just Ravagers, but also Ling drops. You don't have to wait until you're up to a Nidus Worm to do it. But I like MaNa's choice to follow this up. He went for a Stargate very quickly. He just doesn't have a Nexus, and he held off on Warp Gate to get that Stargate. But I think to have the safety of a Phoenix for the Overlord drops, or an Oracle to get more damage done, and scouting, like better options than anything else you can throw down.
This poor Jones is like, I need to take a base. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
This is Curse of Bile as we talked about. It'll take a little bit of time, but they'll break the cannons. Blue streak speeds by. I didn't even realize they got like tusks too.
Yeah, they do. Like mini ultras. So I mentioned Phoenix for the Overlords, Oracle for the scouting, a little bit of damage, and there's also the option of Void Ray in case he really was scared he was going to be attacked by a bunch of roaches.
I like the Oracle for this situation though. Not just for what is potentially going to happen up here, but if he did need to fight and chase the Ravagers, the Void Ray wouldn't be the ticket. It'd be the Oracles that would do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
You know, MaNa, as much as this kind of is a bit messy for him, he did successfully screw Bly's bases up. The natural came down so late. Like, this still accomplished a lot despite... Like, look at the worker count, right? Like, 10 up over his opponent.
Yeah, I think MaNa did very well with this. You know, Bly's going to have triple hatchery, and he's going to be able to try and raise that number very quickly, but that's still a little ways off. Whereas MaNa, you know, is getting to a good probe count, and he's going to be able to immediately transfer and saturate another base. It's going to look a lot nicer. I was going to say the Oracle hasn't really paid for themselves yet, but starting to add up here and there. One of them got a Ravager too. Third Oracle on the way.
I like the Oracles a lot for this. I think maybe like up to 5 max out of MaNa would be cool, but 3 will still get the job done if he's hunting the Ravagers. 2 to obviously annihilate the drones, do a bit of gliding.
Shh, I'm hunting Ravagers.
I was like, what? Did my mic start messing up? Are you shushing me?
I shush in the most calm way possible. Shh. Shh, child.
Shh.
Yeah, man. I'm hunting Ravagers.
How does Riomar have so many? He just lost so many Makarovs. Oh my god. I've got like 10. He coin flipped like 10,000.
Oh, well that happens, doesn't it?
I mean, the dude donated a bunch, so I got him to lose. But all right, Dark Shrine is a really cool idea, but I don't know if he's gonna have time for it.
Well, if he does buy time, it is one of those game-winning moves. I think there is not a lair for an Overseer or a creep spread to build a Spore Crawler. So he also sees the attack coming and continue producing, as well as wait on that Dark Shrine. So Cannon even coming down here.
Yeah, this is going to cause a lot of chaos. I think if the Oracles could even just snipe off a couple of kills, this would be great. But Bly's being very cautious. Not running ahead, trying to stay with the Queens. He knows that he could lose the Ravagers. These are like too big to kill. Just take your spikes and like puff up like a puffer fish and shoot the spines out at the Oracles.
Pufferfish are so useless when they do that, though. They actually just kind of roll over.
Yeah, they go like belly up. Yeah, that's the weirdest part.
So good. So poisonous.
That's the evolutionary trait that somehow did outlive so many other things. But okay, DTs have been revealed. Layers only just starting, so there's going to be no detection for quite some time. This is going to be awesome for MaNa, but Corsair Bio baits. He tries to hit, but only ends up hitting his own queen.
Yeah. That's not a second wall there. Now there's a complete open wall, but even if the Lings do run in, the amount of chaos they can do, it just doesn't match to the DTs.
Well, no heckin' way. Actually, I love that he had overcharges too. Like, he didn't actually use any of the energy on the mothership core on that initial pylon, so he had 3, 4 pylons, 2 cannons. I don't think Bly was breaking that, even if it wasn't for the DTs, if we're going to be honest.
Oh yeah, I agree. Way too much advance notice, way too good of a position type thing, but can't blame Bly for trying. Of course, there are spore crawlers that were built for the oracles, and I think MaNa knows that, so he's not really bothering to try and send his DTs after the army. Although this could be killed.
I didn't know this was an option in the bot, by the way. Tom KD tried to mug Reamar. He got caught and sent to jail, and then had to fork over all of his Makarovs to Reamar.
Shit.
Damn.
You should mug people, man.
It's like real life punishment. You could learn a lot from this bot. Oh no, the Zealot! It was perfectly in the wall, and then it wasn't on hold position, I guess. Came out, the Lings ran to the main. Now this is a lot of problem for MaNa.
It is a problem.
He murderized the hatchery, though, so I don't know if it's worth losing all these probes. I don't know why that wasn't a whole position either. That was such a simple mistake to make. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah. He also didn't really pull his probes. And they probably all die anyways, but it seemed like a very slow reaction, but it may not matter. MaNa has a really good army. He's going to have charge soon, too, and he's moving across the map.
Well, you're lucky, because at this rate, if Bly kills MaNa here with a 2-0, you won't have to stay up and draw anything.
But I don't think Bly will, so... You know.
Yeah, MaNa's army supply is just a little bit much. And you know what? The added problem with continued DTs isn't the DTs. They become Archons, right? But the Immortals bust through everything. Zealot to the front line taking those hits. Oracle still alive from the early game. 4 health remaining.
Oh.
Well, not for long.
Oh.
GG. All right, things tie up 1-1, and we are going to go to the ace match. But we're going to play a commercial break as we get into it. Stick tight, guys. One last game coming up.
Reject?
Try rejecting it? I don't know. That's weird that you got stuck like that.
I'm typing all the words, man. Not working.
I'll ask the developers later. But hey, guys, we're getting into game number 3. Things are tied up 1-1 here in the Corsair Cup. Grand finals of the group. Trying to see who goes through to make it to the playoffs. We already know 3 of the 4 players. Last one will be one of these 2. We also just said hello Zergling. Donate $2 and give everybody in the channel 1 rob. So you can now rob somebody else of a piece of loot they have by typing !rob in their name. Just keep in mind, before everyone jumps on the BaseTradeTV train, I've been robbed blind. I don't have any loot to actually rob. So if you try, it will just tell you you wasted your rob, basically. But I hear...
I don't have any either.
I hear Reamar has quite a bit of loot. I'm just saying. So does Dares. Anyways, game number 3. In the top right, we have Team Liquid's MaNa. Did you just steal Dares' Jello? His special snack his mother packed him for lunch?
Apparently. It's the Blue Zerg Bly.
You're a monster, Zombie Grub. A monster. Hey, so quick question. Has your camera been jittery following mine? Or has it been smooth again?
No, it's. I think it's been jittery. I mean, just move around, I guess. I feel like I noticed it before. It's jittery.
I was going to say, I don't know if they fixed the camera spin thing. It wasn't in the patch notes at all, but I don't feel like it's happened much since, so I don't know.
They were aware of the problem, so I'm hoping they'd fix it, but they couldn't replicate the one that I was talking about, so... I think the stutter is better, but it is still noticeable.
It's just like, I don't mind when there's problems, and you make sense. You're like, oh, we were fiddling with the UI, so this broke. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. But it's like, hey, so we reduced the health of Adepts by 10 and gave Hydras 10 health, and now the camera's fucked. Like, oh, well, I see how those are connected. That just totally makes sense.
All right. Oh boy.
This was an interesting base out of Bly to take, by the way. For those who don't
Yeah.
know, it's a smaller base than average, less mineral patches, and one less gas.
To see a Zerg player automatically take a third base instead of a natural is not too uncommon, but this is not the automatic third. So I don't know why he took it. MaNa is going for a Stargate. No cannon rush this time.
I have a stale goldfish now, by the way, if anyone wants to rob me.
Like a stale real goldfish, or a stale, like, you know, like
I would imagine
cheese
it's a cracker.
goldfish.
Because how would you have a stale real goldfish?
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, you got a flash drive containing 119 lullabies recorded by Carl.
Really creepy lullabies.
I'm just imagining Gillyweed's husband, like, while she sleeps, he can't make too much noise, so he's like whispering.
Oh, that'd be really creepy. Bye, baby.
All right. By the way, Bly's going for Overlord drops really early. This is, I think, a cool tactic when you're fighting against somebody like MaNa who does dedicate to walling. But, despite the Adept being here, it doesn't get to see up. It can't see the wall. He doesn't know the Overlord is made here.
That sucks.
Now, the question is, does Bly just carry this all the way to the main? Or is he satisfied getting between the two? Looks like he's satisfied between the two. There's not a lot in the terms of defense. In fact, did he skip a Mothership core? He did. This could be bad for MaNa. There's no overcharge.
It'll be real bad. Now, luckily for MaNa, this is not...
So loud. Shout out to whoever that was. We'll get to you in a minute.
Not followed up with more lings. If it was, it might have been game over. But it's only this amount, and in fact, the Oracle is getting a bit of return damage, so it's really not so bad.
Oh, Monty Un threw in $15 to kill Riamar.
Oh, okay.
Now we gotta draw a picture for Monty Un before the stream's over. Monty, if you're in chat, bro, let us know what you want us to draw. We're each gonna draw you a special picture of your perfect fantasy. I say that hesitantly.
It is not going to be a good picture.
The door may be not open, but there's still a path in. The Phoenix will eventually push off this Overlord, but another round of Lings pops out. This didn't kill MaNa, but this gave Bly a definitive worker lead. And with all defenses being used at home, no attack means Bly's pretty cool to just drone.
That's certainly true. Finally, walls off.
I do like that, though.
Very awkwardly walled off main.
It's very important that you did that.
Okay, so Overlord's cleaned up, and you're right, Bly now has time to macro, so not really droning too hard, but getting +1, Balin as in a lair, and probably back into droning. MaNa really doesn't have a lot of pressure to apply. He has basic adepts that still have to get across a map, and they should still try and scare Bly. I don't think they're going to do very much. And there's not too much of a follow-up either. MaNa supply blocked, MaNa not already positioning for his third base.
All these schmucks wasted their one rob and trying to rob me. I wasn't like doing reverse psychology. I've actually been... That great idea you all had was what the same everyone else had. I don't have anything to steal.
Apparently I didn't have anything good to steal either, so looks on you guys.
I do love the chaos that... Like, you give everyone a mystery bag, they all get a piece of loot. You give everybody a rob, they all potentially have a piece of loot, but instead, a lot of people walk away empty because they got greedy.
Well, those adepts are forced back easily. Bly finds a just-made third base. That worked out so well.
He did pick off the probe that was building trying to build this the first time. So, I mean, this was already delayed nicely by him, but... Unfortunately, with the Adepts, no way to really commit and knock it down. But Hydra's coming out behind this, and a normal base taking down here for his fourth would be third. I guess one of the advantages to taking this weirder, we'll call it worse base, early on is you mine it out quicker. You don't have to worry about it. You just expand on the entire southern part of the map instead.
I like MaNa's gateways as natural. They're like protecting his pylons, so they should never be depowered. It's pretty neato burrito.
Wait, we're looking natural?
To the left, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the left. There you go. the gateways and then in the pylon.
Well, now Reapers can't jump up here either. It's it's great.
Well, yes, because Reapers will be jumping up 7.5 minutes in.
Can you imagine if the Raptorlings that could jump up cliffs were like an upgrade you could get?
Those things are OP as shit.
I mean, you know what? I wonder how that would like. You put that in Hive Tech though. Like how would that play out?
Remember all those times we said that people should invest into a Nidus Worm or more drops? Well, it'd just be really kind of free, and you can do it all the time with Adrenal Gland 3 free lings.
Yeah, that's true.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
As if someone playing against Zerg, no thank you. As if the map pool wasn't already good enough for them.
Just no thank you.
These Banelings are going to roll onto the base. There's nothing nearby to stop them, so those freshly transferred probes are going to feel bad. But it's only +1 weapons, so he's going to have to use both of them to get the big hits. But MaNa's paying attention. Woo! Nicely done. Good splits and a quick overcharge shuts that down.
MaNa hitting before the Hydra upgrades, but I think they'll finish. Banelings are morphing in as well, and Blythe. This is 4th base. There's really not that many drones.
No. But still, losing the hatchery could really hurt here. Big attack in the main, though, is going to be the worst part of this.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
What?
There's
Jesus. It's a rainforest of creep.
Oh, no.
Well, the Baneling hits are actually really fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Probably just focus firing on the... Oh, well, that's not even that many depths. Well, that didn't go so well, I don't think. Blythe still is not on a comfortable economy, though, quite yet. Did a few drones, 4th base almost died. So the numbers don't look so bad for MaNa, but I think he could have done better trades, for sure. And his Rope Prism also died.
Yeah, that was actually really nice. The Queen's down here. I wasn't sure it was going to reach it in time or not, but... that attack out of MaNa, seriously, I thought it was going to cripple Blythe. That ended up just being a little annoying for him. But looking to get to the 3rd, top left, he's got... Oh, so loud. God damn it. Thank you for the $25 from Myanmar. You can't kill this guy, seriously. So
we don't have to do the art? Or do I do the art for Rematch?
I don't know. We did say if he was dead, so he's not really dead if he resurrected himself. Let me draw a Rematch picture. A happy little cat. Bob Ross styles.
2 letters. H and I. Banelings once again trying to roll into that natural. They do have +2 now, so 7 probes went down despite an immediate pull from MaNa.
Yeah, this wall going to be torn down, but is this in time to be worth much? He's going to circumvent some of the army, but the army's still going to be on him pretty quick. Yeah, Blythe really questioning how much he wants to dedicate to this.
Well, this trap didn't do as much as MaNa was hoping for. Ooh. Oh, lordy. Oh, no. I think there were more Banelings over to the left side as well. 15 total went down.
Rematch just double donated? $25 again? Hi, 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 hi.
Hi, 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 hi.
Hi back at you, sweet thing.
This is messy. You know, I feel like Blythe had a pretty powerful army, had it like enveloped and surrounded and surprised MaNa. Well, okay,
you know what? MaNa's knocked down to 27 probes, so messy is as messy does, and this kind of ends up working out. I don't think it was for a long time, and then the last link slipped by.
You might be right about that. That might have been the real kicker there. You know, with 20 probes lost, I don't think... I mean, even then, it's like a tough game. Blythe's gotten to 4 bases with 73 drones on his way to different tech, not necessarily higher tech, but different tech. And MaNa is barely scraping units to deal with the Hydras already.
Ooh, what little probes there were left going down.
Dang.
Was I right, or was I right about my prediction at this rate?
I guess you were right. That Nexus should go down. There's really nothing protecting it fast enough. He'll get to it eventually, I guess. MaNa's going to feel forced to attack. His army is not bad, but I don't believe there's a Warp Prism, so it's not going to get any stronger, whereas Blythe's going to have the player's advantage.
Yeah. This is rough. MaNa's just... There's no money to work with here. Stasis Trap is pretty dope.
That's pretty good.
But so are all these Banelings and Hydralisks. Sitting on 18, 12 currently, 13 more Banelings on the way. Even the inefficiency of Banelings on armored units will still work out really nicely here.
I'm gonna use his Immortals, split him a little bit, you know, and then he's gonna bring the Archons. Where this is about as perfect as he can do.
Yeah, the control here on MaNa is actually fantastic, and he's He's making this look doable.
If only he had reinforcements. But Ling's got into his natural base, so he really has no money for reinforcements.
Oh god, yeah, he's on
and
4
Bly
boats.
is dancing his units.
Oh, the payback of the dance.
Boom.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Boom. Oh man, it's light outside.
You're like, I gotta go to
Shit.
sleep, stupid son. Didn't you hear? I was casting tonight.
Oh.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for the group. That's also going to give us our fourth and final member, being Bly. So, for those who don't know, it's $700 in total. It's normally we split that up over like 100, 100, 100, 400 over the month, but we grouped it up all together for one giant prize pool for this sort of off-season test format. Fun time, and now it's going to be, I think, Snoot versus Bly, and Showtime versus Nurchio. Oh, this is going to make for a really fun playoffs, I think. We just have to now find a date that'll work for everybody. And we'll let you guys know as soon as we do. We've also kind of planned out July. We're still finalizing some of it, so we'll get that updated soon. We always recommend that you follow, though, the events tab on Twitch. It's not always going to be 100% up-to-date and accurate. There's some things like the DreamHack stuff that gets approved last second. And if we put it up sooner, it's like an announcement. We'll get in trouble for it. But most of what we do, Elite League, Corsair Cup, BTSL, you name it, it's going to be over on twitch.tv/BaseTradeTV/events. Make sure to follow there and follow the channel too so you don't miss anything when we go live. Our follower count still needs to get up there, guys. We're at 77,000. Let's aim for 80. But yeah, I don't want to keep Zombie up too long because she is pretty tired. It is super late in Korea. I guess
Super early, excuse you.
Well, what time is it actually?
5:30 a.m.
I guess that is early. That does fall on the side of early. I would call it late though, depending on like when you start casting, right? Like my idea is like it's early when you're waking up. It's late if you're still awake.
Yeah, that is absolutely what it is, but give me a hard time, like usual.
Anyways, I don't know. Last call for Monty Un. I don't see him in chat. If Monty Un's not here, we're just gonna draw a picture for Reamar off stream sometime and send it to him. But otherwise, Monty will get one to you some other time as well. Because like I said, Zymer's a bit tired. We'll let her sleep. So without further ado, let's wrap this up with the sponsor shoutouts. Big thank you to Corsair for making this possible. Click on the links down below if you want any of the Corsair gear. I was using the scimitar for a while. I'm now sporting the really sexy glaive that they just came out with. It's a real nice mouse. Of course, if you purchase any of those products through said links, it gives us credit, which is great. Twitch being the other big primary sponsor of this. Again, I'm proud to say it's not just like, hey guys, we stream on Twitch, so we're sponsored and supported by Twitch. Like, they actually give us money to make these events bigger and better. They care about StarCraft when other people don't. Fuck yeah, Twitch, am I right? So hit that Prime sub, hit that Real sub, hit us up with a sub period, or cheer with bits. Anything that goes through Twitch is basically good for us. It's good for Twitch. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Zombie Up, I will leave final shoutouts and words to you, madam.
You can follow me on Twitter at ZG Gaming, on Twitch, Zombie Grub, and YouTube, Zombie Grub. Thanks for watching.
We're going to play last couple of commercials to play out the stream. If you guys want to stick around and watch them, it would help us out a ton. If not, have a great day. Enjoy who we host. And we'll play the podcast a little bit later. Take care. And bye-bye. Oh, big thank you to BTLH, I think it was. Bly Snoot. Maybe. Thank you for the 10 months. Good night, everybody.